Hi everyone, welcome to Balls and All, your sports and leisure show, and we're coming to you tonight from the beautiful Queen's Gardens. Now this is a little bit of an oasis kind of hidden here right in the heart of the city. Behind me, as you may see, is the WACA, and off to my left here is the police department, their main building, and way off to the right, way up above us, is the old cemetery. So right here it is on the corner of Hay and Plain Street, if you ever want to come down and have a look. And I'm sure many of you have been here. Many people who've been married came here for their photos. And with me tonight is James. Hi, James.
How you going, Moose?
Good, good. Now, we're going to get the balls and all rolling, as we always say, and get everything happening. We've got a really jam-packed show, so you're not going to hear us waffling too much. We're going to get straight into it. And if you remember, a couple weeks ago, we went down to Rotto on this giant boat, a $10 million setup this boat was. Fantastic. And we filmed the 4 young lads, all age 13, swimming across to Rottnest. And tonight we're going to get it all kicking with showing you just about the boat, because the boat was absolutely sensational. Called the True North. They do charters up north and all that, so fantastic. Let's have a look at that. I'm talking to the man who's driving this big, almost a ship really, this fantastic boat we're on here. Kevin, how are you?
Very well, thanks, mate.
Now, Stoney, what's the meaning behind that, I was told to ask you?
You get a few different ones, mate, but it's actually the surname, Kevin Stone.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about the boat here.
Well, we're basically on our summer campaign down here in Perth, mainly refit work for us. Our main job is obviously up north where we're from, Broome. We do charters from Broome to Wyndham, basically Wyndham back to Broome, so it keeps us pretty busy. But this is generally our leisure time, but this is something different, as you can see. It's most enjoyable.
Now, we've seen some of the pictures in the book downstairs and some fantastic places you get up north. What would be your particular favourite?
It'd have to be the Prince Regent River and going heli fishing, I think.
Yeah. And I'm told that this is a bit of a love boat for you, so what's the stories there?
The Love Boat, okay, a bit of a nickname there. I think that's probably because I'm lucky enough to have my fiancée working on board with me.
Excellent, excellent. I won't say that Glenn dobbed that part in, but so tell us a little bit about, have you had any funny adventures there? Because of course the tides up north are unbelievable, aren't they?
They certainly are. You're looking at anything up to 33 feet of water movement, so we can have 33 feet underneath us, and then we can have nothing underneath us. We've never sort of been aground or anything like that, but a lot of the places we go, we sort of only just sneak across. Yeah. So yeah, we have some pretty hairy moments sometimes. And
have you ever got caught in there at any time where you had to like wait for the tide or anything, or?
Nothing more than normal. So I guess that's a lot of pre-preparation and planning. I guess you sort of make sure you're there at the right time for the right tide, and no, it goes pretty well. You've got guys like Craig Housen, who owns the operation. He's been doing it for 12, 13 years, and no, we've been taught well.
Now, tell me, with the Northwest and being on this boat, because it really is, it's almost a luxury. Oh, it is. It must be one of the best boats I've ever seen, for sure. What's it like when you're actually up north and on the seas and all that up there? Do you have any hassles or any problems up there?
Not really, no. As you can see, Craig sort of built this is about the 5th or 6th boat he's built, so they're purpose built for what we do, and this one's been particularly good. I mean, as you've pointed out, most is sort of most luxurious going around as far as accommodation. We've got all the bits and pieces we certainly need. I guess we've had funny moments where we get crocodiles decide they want to climb on the back deck and sunbathe. That's about the one of the more humorous occasions.
Yeah, Madeline was saying about you got a crocodile likes coming on board.
Yeah, well, he sort of became a bit of a resident there for a while. He'd make it a regular thing to come over and check out the boat, but of course it's the next steps to come up on the back deck and be waiting for us at the coffee machine in the morning, so we had to try and keep him off the back deck from doing that.
Bit of a surprise. Now we've got the big bell chopper on top, and what do you use that for mainly on deck here?
The whole purpose of the chopper is to add that extra dimension as far as sightseeing goes. I mean, you can see a lot of things from the boat, but you see a lot more from the air. Obviously, the heli fishing's an extra where you'll throw all your tackle and fishing rods on board and fly to some remote location, probably where nobody's ever fished, and get out of the chopper and throw in a line.
Fantastic, and obviously that affords you the ability to go places where there's just nobody, and the remoteness. How does that grab you up north?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, we're lucky enough as crew. We get a flight every now and again, and exactly how you say, Moose, we've certainly seen some things that people have never seen.
Fantastic. All right, well, obviously we got to catch up with these boys, so I'll let you go. Thanks very much for chatting with us. Now here we are in one of the luxury rooms, as you can see by some of the footage you're now looking at. But I'm also speaking with Madeline. Hello, Madeline.
Hello.
Now tell us, how did you get involved with all this?
Oh, through a friend of a friend. My boyfriend and I, we used to work overseas in the Mediterranean, and we came back here, so he's an Australian, so he could show me around Australia, and through a friend of ours from Perth, who went to school with Craig Housen, the owner, he said, oh, my friend's building a boat, he needs an engineer and a girlfriend that will work on board, so we just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Fantastic. Now, where are you from originally?
I'm from the UK.
Okay. Now, you've been travelling in this magnificent boat all up in the northwest. What do you think of our northwest?
Absolutely amazing, like nothing else.
We do live in the greatest country in the world, don't we?
Oh, it's fantastic, yeah.
See, you even got a palm to admit it. Now, you look after all these rooms and all that?
Yep, that's my job.
Now, there's, what, 2 main rooms like this and 6 smaller rooms?
We've got 2 rooms the same as this, which are state rooms. We've got a pair of doubles just forward, and they're almost as luxurious, but not quite. And then downstairs there's 4 more doubles, and then we've got 7 twin cabins.
Fantastic. Now, and how many crew are involved on this boat?
Oh, we run with about a crew of 11 and a helicopter pilot as well.
Excellent. Helicopter pilot. We're going to show you that in a minute too. Fantastic. Now, how long have you been doing this?
I've been on board since the boat was new, so it went in the water last February.
Okay, so about a bit over a year now.
A bit over a year now, yeah.
Now, up north, have you had any funny experiences or anything that you can tell us about, of course?
Oh, we've got a crocodile that climbs on the back deck sometimes.
Really?
We've had to shoo him away because he keeps coming a bit too close.
Does he ever try to come up those back steps?
No, he hasn't yet.
Okay.
But he does like climbing on the back deck to sun himself.
Yeah. So what happens when, let's say, you've got a lot of people on board and they take them off, and I understand you go to some fantastic spots up north and they do have a barbecue or whatever. What happens with you guys on board? What are you doing then?
Oh, we're usually helping out the barbecue, and if we're not helping out the barbecue, we've got things on board here to do. And if we're not doing that, sometimes we'll go and collect extra mud crabs or go and do a bit of extra fishing to make sure that we've got some good tea to eat that night.
Yeah. So is it really like, would you say that, I mean, to me this would be like a dream come true to work on something like this. How would you describe it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Once the work's done and over, it's absolutely great. I mean, my job, I spend half of the day downstairs and inside, so I look forward to after lunch when I get a bit time to myself.
And all the people you deal with obviously been pretty good?
They've all been fantastic. The type of people we get on here are absolutely great. They love the adventure, and yeah, they love it.
Okay, well thanks very much for talking to us, and we're going to have a bit more of a look around the place.
Okay, thank you.
We're now talking to the man at the helm, the man who designed the boat, and you can see us doing a little bit of rocking around. We're on our way back to the city after a great day out at Rotto. Hi Craig, how are you?
Good, Moose, how are you?
Now, really good. After today and all your hospitality, thank you very much for that. Now, tell us a bit about this boat. You actually designed this boat?
Well, I had a lot of input into the design. I wasn't the final actual naval architect, but I've been working in the industry for 14 years up in Broome, and so I had a rough idea what I wanted and had a lot of input into it, and then as the boat got bigger and all that, we sort of ended up with more room, so we chucked a couple of other things in there, and away we went.
And as you've all seen by the footage of the boat, the True North here, what an amazing boat it is. Even got the chopper on top, as you've seen. Now, what inspired that idea about the chopper?
The last few years we've always done scenic flights in a river called the Mitchell River, and there's a fantastic set of falls up in the Mitchell River called the Mitchell Falls, which we always, there was a couple of choppers were based there, and every time we went there we used to fly the people in and or fly the choppers in and ferry everyone up to the falls. So it was always one of the best days of the trip. So we sort of got thinking, we thought, well, if we could have one of those on the boat all the time, might have more fun every day,
Yeah.
So
I was going to put one on the top of my boat too, but my boat couldn't hold a chopper. Now, the boat's been going for about a year now.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah. Now,
A year tomorrow.
a year tomorrow. Happy birthday to the True North. Obviously a big party, eh?
Yeah, might have to be.
Now, I was talking to some of the crew and all that, and they were saying it's been about a year going, but you're basically booked up anywhere up to a year ahead or almost 2 years ahead in some cases.
Yeah, the bookings are going pretty well for this year. We've got quite a lot of our Kimberley trips are full or starting to fill up now. And then in August, end of August, we're off to Sydney for the Olympics, so this is a bit of a different year.
Yeah.
But and the Olympics is full. That's corporation's taken the whole boat. And then we've got 6 weeks in Queensland doing sort of north of Cairns up towards Thursday Island, doing a diving trip and another coastal trip. So yeah, plenty going on this year. And then we're starting, like about this time of year, you start getting your people can't get on the exact trips they want, or they're starting to hear about us and they're starting to book for next year. So bookings are already rolling.
And you're mainly based at Broome, though, is that correct?
Yeah, our generally we're based at Broome. We do about 6 months, 5 to 6 months doing the Kimberley coast, and then we head out to a group of coral atolls out off Broome called the Rolly Shoals, and we like to do about 2 to 3 months of diving out there.
Excellent. Now,
totally different trip. The Kimberleys is crocodiles and muddy waters, and the Rollies is sharks and clear water.
Scenery too, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't worry about the sharks. You worry about the crocodiles. Is that right?
Yeah, not worried about sharks. Not that fond of the crocs.
Well, we've had a bit of a look at all the instrumentation here, and you're adding to it and making it better all the time. But from our point of view, it's been absolutely fantastic today to take us out and let us look at these young fellas having a go, and as well as have a look at your, I suppose we'd really call it a ship, really.
Yeah, I guess so.
And your staff has been fantastic, just excellent. So obviously if someone actually wants to get involved, or actually wants to get on, we'll be putting your web page on, so that'll come across the screen now as we're talking. And
Right.
who would they talk to when they actually ring out? Would it be you?
No, it won't be me. We've got an office. The office is in Broome, and they'll talk to probably Colleen or Steve. They're the two people that run our office up there.
Excellent, and they'll see on your webpage, as well as with the footage we've taken, the accommodation on board and all that, and then they can get in touch with you and
That's right.
go up and catch a few crocodiles.
Yeah, well, we look at the crocodiles, catch the barramundi,
Yeah.
and usually end of the day have a couple of beers.
Sounds the way to go.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Debbie. How you going?
James, good, thank you.
Yeah, what did you think of that boat that we didn't get to go on?
Exactly, I was just going to say, we didn't get to go on it.
Yeah, as it was, there was a big chopper on it and everything, and I think the rest of the crew had a good time,
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah. I'd like to say a quick apology. On next week's show, We went out with a bunch of guys called the Spoons, who we have done before, and we've seen some people. We said it was going to be on this week's show, so I'd like to apologise for that. You want to say a bit about the Spoons?
Yeah, well, the Spoons are the four-wheel drivers that we said we were going to go on a challenge up at Mundaring. Now, James and I did that. A very exhausting day that was. So that is actually next week that's coming on.
Yeah.
But right now, we've got to go to a break.
So see you all later.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Now Moose went down to the Belmont Sports Centre, and do you want to tell us a bit about what he was down there for?
Yes, he did a story on Olympic weightlifting, and I'd just like to say it's not the current Olympic weightlifting like you see in the Olympics. That's not what it's the oldest form of it. So take a look at the story and they'll explain more for you.
Welcome to the Belmont Sports and Recreation Centers, where we are right now, and I'm speaking with Mr. Frank Lamp, and he's going to explain to us a little bit about what we're watching here. So Frank, how are you, first of all?
Good, Moose, extra good.
Now tell us a little bit about what's happening here.
Well, today is the Elite Challenge Lift, which is a part and parcel of the year 2000 program for all-round weightlifting. Now, all-round weightlifting is different to the Olympic lifting and powerlifting in as much that Olympic lifting has 2 lifts, powerlifting has 3 lifts, and with all-round lifting, our competitions, we have a choice of 150 different lifts. Now, historically, all-round weightlifting is the original form of weightlifting.
Actually, Samson and Hercules and I used to do this many years ago, and we used to do pretty good, but tell us about the how it really originated.
Well, you get the types of Sando, Hackenschmidt and those people in the music hall days. They originally actually started the sport off. Then it became more organised with organisations actually taking control, which ultimately led to all-round weightlifting like one-armed clean and jerks and the two-hand deadlifts, and that held in the 1896 Olympic Games. Following on from that, the all-round weightlifting formed the first part of the Australian Weightlifting Championships in 1912. And it maintained that form until about 1932, when the 3 Olympics came into and became part of the Olympic Games. So then there was a slight, or what you might say, decline of the sport because it ceased to become an Olympic sport. And from there, it gradually slid down until such times about, 12 years ago or more. A chap named Bill Clark in the US, he got things moving again, and now we have a very viable international sport.
And is it actually in the Olympics again yet?
No, and it's never likely to be in the Olympics now. The actual Olympics weightlifting is well and truly consolidated there, and there's no chance of getting back, just the same as powerlifting has little or no chance of ever getting into the Olympic Games.
Now, what do they actually do? Because you mentioned they have 8 different lifts and they have 3 goes at each one and all that. What are the different kind of weights they're lifting?
Well, today, for the challenge, and I might add this challenge that we have on is unique in as much as never been held in Australia before. It is a type of competition which is quite common in the US. They have competition where you have more than 2 or 3 lifts. In this instance, we've got 8 lifts. You've got the squat, the one-hand dumbbell swing.
Oh, I've been pretty good with that one.
Yeah, I know. And the sheet barbell curl, jerk from behind the neck on off racks, one-hand deadlift, the continental snatch, the straddle deadlift, and the barbell clean and press. So you've got 8 varying lifts there, which is going to test the strength and endurance of the 3 lifters, Shannon Best, Kevin Coombs, and Tony Nguyen.
Now, what kind of weights are they actually looking at lifting? Because obviously different lifts are requiring different weights, but up to, shall we say, what's the maximum weight these guys are looking at lifting today?
That's a very difficult thing to ask me because we haven't done it before. I know with the squat, Shannon will do around about the 120 mark. Kevin, being a bigger boy, will probably do more. One hand dumbbell swing, of course you swing back to a lighter weight, and it averages around about the 40 kilo mark. With a sheet curl you could do about 100 kilos. It's very difficult to determine some of these lifts. With the straddle deadlift that could be up to 200 odd kilos, so it varies a lot, you see, from lift to lift. And until it's over today, it's going to be very difficult to say just what the lifts were.
Now, with these guys, how often would you say these guys are actually training and all that kind of stuff to actually get? Because obviously this is not something you just walk in and say, "Oh, I'm pretty tough, I can do this." These guys obviously have to train for this, and there's obviously some kind of requirement for them to get into this. Is that correct?
Yes. They train 3 times a week on an average. Shannon trains, I coach Shannon Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. I'll tell you what, he's a very, very good lifter to coach too. He's one of the individuals that will do as he's told, and which is sort of producing results. Now the 3 lifters themselves, they were all world champions last year. They won world titles and the world championships held in October last year. So we picked them because they were the best 3 lifters we've got in the state at the present moment to have a go.
Now, what about you yourself, Frank? Are you into this in any way or form?
Yes, unfortunately, I don't know why it is, but once weightlifting gets into your blood, you never seem to get it out. Even if you cut yourself, it still seems to be there. I've been involved with the strength sports for the past 52 years. I'm secretary of the All-Round Weightlifting Association and vice president of the International All-Round Weightlifting. I've been involved in Olympic lifting right through up to World Championship standards as far as administration is concerned. Likewise with powerlifting administratively, and same with all-round lifting. I have come back to training and lifting in all-round lifting. It's because it's again it's a type of lift where you can have fun.
Yeah. And obviously these guys are younger fellas than you, and as you say, you've been doing it 52 years. Does that mean you actually used to compete in this particular type, or do you used to compete anyway with weightlifting?
I have competed in the past, but I've never been what you might call a strong lifter. But the point is, with all-round lifting, particularly in the older age groups, 40 years and over, it goes up in 5-yearly increments, and the body weight division goes up in 5 kilo increments. So at the World Championships last year, I won the 70 to 74 age group 100 kilo division in the world title. So it took me 52 years to get a world title.
Congratulations. But whether it took 52 years or 6 months, at least you can say you've got one. So great effort. Now,
and I might add too that I'll be all being well, I'll be lifting in the WA State Masters Games in Albany on April the 16th.
Excellent. Now we'll get some. You'll give us some follow-up on that, won't you?
Yes,
because
yes.
we'd like to let people know about it. Now, just on that point, these guys are back behind us doing something quite strenuous. But tell us, how does someone else get involved? They're looking at it and say, "Oh, that looks pretty cool. I'd like to have a go at that." How does someone get involved with this?
Well, the best thing to do is get in touch with me. Either write to me on box 384 Cloverdale 6985, or give me a ring on 92777781, and I'll give you all the information as to how to join and where to train and otherwise.
So it's 92777781. They can call you. Yep. And just on that point, what kind of is this male and female can get into this as well?
As a matter of fact, we're looking for females. We've got only one female at the present moment. That lass over there from Kalgoorlie.
All right.
So if you'd like to have a talk to her, all the way from Kalgoorlie. And we would like to get a lot more women into it because it's a sport that they can participate in at their own level, and again you're coming back to the aging and bodyweight divisions, and it's for the older age group. It's a great way to prevent osteoporosis. We would like, yes, more women to come into the sport.
Now, talking about age group, what age group do they go down to? What age should someone look at starting into something like this?
I don't like any youngster starting in weightlifting as a competitive sport until they're teenagers.
Yeah.
From there, you can go up to 80 years of age, 90 years of age, no problem at all.
Excellent. So I might have a future ahead of me after all. Well, thank you very much for that, Frank. And we're going to have a bit of a look at what these guys are doing, and you'll keep in touch with us on other upcoming events, and we'll certainly be happy to follow it in the future.
Good. Thanks very much, Moose.
See, they gave us a round of applause for that. Okay, back to you guys.
Thank you, Moose, for that story. Now, James, I believe you do a bit of weightlifting.
Yeah, I do a little bit, nothing like those guys, and I'd like to say that I think someone were lifting over 140 kilos, which is a lot of weight, you know, and it takes a long time to get to that stage, so I suppose from Balls and All, we wish them all the best of luck.
That's right. Wish all the guys the best of luck, and we'll be back straight after this commercial break.
Welcome back, everybody, to Balls and All Summer Series. Recently, Moose went down to the last game in the regular season for the state team.
And that's right, the teams were Sorrento and Cottesloe.
And there was a lot of team rivalry going on with the fans and that before the game and that during it, so...
Let's go take a look at the story.
Right now.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm up at Sorrento here at the Sorrento Tennis Club, and I'm talking to some guys involved in the State Tennis League. Hi, how you going?
Hi, Moose. How you going?
Good. Now, this is Peter. Hi, Peter.
Hi.
Now, I'll just ask all your names I go around.
Richard.
Richard, and you're from?
Sorrento.
Sorrento. And your name?
Troy from Sorrento.
Troy.
Scott from Sorrento. Tim from Cottesloe.
So we got 2 Cottesloes and 3 Sorrento guys. Now, you guys are about to play in this is the last of the regular season, is that correct?
That's exactly right. The outcome of this match could determine who will be the last 4 to go into the semi-finals and the finals to determine who wins it at the end.
Okay, now how you guys talking to the Sorrento guys? How are you guys trailing so far?
Yeah, not too bad. We need to win the last game to secure the top 4 spot, but had a bad start of the season, but have come strong in the second half. So
now's obviously a really good time before the game. Put in a few cheap shots or something, hit them with the rackets or something.
Yeah, well, that's right. We'll be trying any trick in the book.
Now, how many? Do you know roughly how? I'll just keep going down the line. Do you know how many different areas or how many different teams are involved in this league?
8 different teams in the competition. Throughout probably 8 different suburbs in the state.
Okay, now just keep going down, Scott. How would someone get involved now? You guys are near the end of the season, so obviously you'd be looking for people to get involved next year. How would they do that?
They should just go down and see their local tennis club and just let them know they're interested in playing competitive tennis, and they'll put them in a team. Find out what division they're best in, and they'll organise it. Local tennis club.
And do you know how many like regular games you guys have all through the season? What makes up the season?
14. I think we have 14 home and away games and 2 finals, semi and a final. There's 8 teams.
Excellent. Now come back to you, Peter. Let's say someone out there's watching. They're really good at tennis, like me, you know, and I never lie.
I saw it win before. It's not too bad.
Anything to do. And now, who would they get in touch with?
The best thing to do is, as Scott mentioned before, is to ring your local tennis club and try and get some information from them about how to get involved. The other avenue is to ring Tennis West, which is the body that organises State League and other pennant competitions around Western Australia, and they would be in a position to put you in to point you to the right direction.
Okay, and they're obviously in the white pages.
They're in the white pages. You can ring 013 and get their telephone number. Another way to get involved is just to come down and watch some of the matches, because State League being the most elite competition between clubs in Western Australia sometimes produces great tennis, and some of the matches that we have are really entertaining, and it's worth just coming down for, just to watch some of the matches.
To have a look. Now, this is not, I notice you're all guys, but is this a male only, or is it male one season and then female the other, or is it mixed, or what's the deal there? I'll ask you this time.
No, there's a women's competition as well, and that's the same deal. I think there's usually been 8 sides. This year there's only 6. So they actually finished the competition, and it ran a little bit differently this year. They had a round robin for the finals to determine the winners and the runner-up. And so not the same clubs though, they're different clubs, but it's a similar format. So there's only 4 players in the team for the women's side. So.
Okay, and they play the same season?
Yeah, exactly the same season. Yeah.
Okay.
So
and you guys, when you finish this coming up, this regular season, when does the next one start? Or is it like a continuous, or what happens there?
Starts this September coming up, so it goes from September pretty much to the end of March, I guess, and that's the full season.
All right, well, Scott, who's going to win it?
I think Sereno should win today. It'll be very close though.
Anyone disagree?
Very strongly. I'm actually a former Sorrento boy, so I know where he's coming from, but Cottesloe will have the upper leg, especially with me only having one today.
Okay, well, good luck, guys, and good luck through today's game. Well, hopefully you'll give us let us know who won, and then good luck in the finals, whoever's there. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks for coming down.
Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty good. And don't forget, if you want to get involved with the tennis, that's the state tennis, the upper level, make sure you give them a call and go down and have a go. And I think he said they start about September. Thanks, James and Debbie, for carrying the show. And as you notice, I had to go somewhere, and I had to go get someone out of prison because we're right next to the police shop here, and here he is.
Hey, how you doing? In case y'all don't know, my name is 604-7. No, it's still Wayne Simmons. How you doing,
Notice he's in his
this is prison
whites.
issue.
Prison whites. Yeah. Now let's talk about the Morley roller drum. We went down to the skating.
We sure did. I learned a lot of things about skating. Most of them was that I can't skate, but there's some great people down there that can. And this is just a little story about a young lady who does great things with polka music.
Just something before you see this story, I just want to point out that we actually lost some footage. And we'll be going back and talking to them and doing a bit more footage with these people
especially
again.
If they'll have us back.
Yeah, it's artistic skating, fantastic. Thanks a lot to DJ Nigel for setting all this up. Have a look at this, it's fantastic.
How long you been skating?
About 7 years now.
Now, I must admit that this outfit is just slightly louder than what I normally wear. You wouldn't wear that to school, would you?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. And now, what got you into skating?
Well, my sisters used to come to sessions on every Friday night. My mum said, "You're too young to go, no. And then she let me go to learn to skate classes. Progressed from there.
Okay, then now, what tournaments have you entered?
Well, my biggest competition I've gone in is Junior Pacifics. That was 2 years ago.
And how'd you go in that?
I came second.
Wow. See, we've got so many champions here. It's amazing. Now, along with this, what stuff do you do outside to get yourself ready for this? Do you have to do any outside training?
Well, I do dancing, tap, jazz, and ballet.
Moonwalking or tap, dance, ballet. Sorry. And what else?
And I swim.
You swim?
Yep.
What's your major competition coming up?
Junior Pacifics
And that's going to be held
in New Zealand.
New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand. I had to get that Auckland bit out. It was very important. Now, do you have any other colorful costumes like this, or it varies every time?
It varies according to like the rhythm that you're skating to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And today your rhythm was
A polka.
A polka. Okay. Now we're chatting with Sue Payne, and we've already had a cup of tea, so we're just going to kick back. How you doing, Sue?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about your skating career?
I started skating at the age of 2.5 in the UK.
So that was a couple months ago.
It was a couple of months ago, yes. And then I was the youngest figure and silver dance medalist at the age of 8. And then I went into free skating. And I made a film in England at the age of 9, which was a comedy called Wheels to Fame, which was by Paratone, and that was before Paramount came out. So that was the old cine film. And then I was trained by a coach, Ron Irving, and Jocelyn Taylor. And Ron Irving now is in Queensland, still.
Thanks to Sue and all the gang down at the Morley Rollerdrome. It was tremendous just watching those guys work, and we wish them all the best. Unfortunately, we had a computer glitch, like it blew up. So we have to do the story again. So if they'll have us back, we'll come back and give you some details. And they also have some upcoming events coming.
Yeah, that's in April, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
The state title. So we wish them all the best. And as we say, we'll follow that up. We had a hard drive failure. It's called a virus.
My hard drive usually works.
We won't go into that.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
And,
anyway.
So before Wayne gets too carried away, we will quickly go to a break.
Sorry.
Okay, welcome back. Here we are at the beautiful Queen's Gardens. I told you where it was before. You should come down. If you work in this area, come down and have lunch here. And something we did a while back, we're actually on our way down to do a story at one of the beaches, and the parking was atrocious. But on the way there, on the way back, we seen these kites flying. We went down and had a look. And it was a good thing we did. Tell us
Sure
about
did. We ran into the Multiculturalism Day, which was held in Sterling.
Can you say that one more time?
I can't say it one more time because, after just getting out of prison, like my mouth doesn't turn that way. Anyway, it was multiculturalism. That's the only bit I can get out, really.
That's it.
And that was held long time ago in Sterling.
Yeah.
And so we just want to show you that and hope you like it.
But just before you have a look, take note of the good actor at the end of this segment.
That guy was tremendous, I must admit. I kind of looks like, well, you'll see.
Nah.
You'll see. Now this festival, how long has this festival been going on?
That I'm not sure of. There was one last year, and that was the first one that came.
You're one of the mainstays of kite flying. If someone else wanted to get involved with kite flying, say, is there a number or they can contact you, Richard, or someone to get themselves started?
Yes, certainly. I'll give you my number and then you can put it up on the screen.
Excellent. This guy has done this before. This is very good. Well, we want to thank you for your time, Richard, and wish you every success.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Happy kite flying. it's amazing where you can find a seat these days. We're sitting here, and I'm feeling joyous because I'm with the Joys of Women. Okay, and your name is?
I'm Sally.
And
Mine's Josie.
Tonya.
Rosa. Giovanna. Maria. Vincenza. Anna.
And Anna.
oh, Anna and Anna. Something about that Anna name. I don't know. Now, how long have you ladies been together?
About at least 10 years, even more, but 10 to 10 and a half years we've been going.
Now, what other events do you ladies sing in?
Conventions, what's the others? Weddings we've been, the shows, any people who wants to book us, we're ready and available, concerts, anything like that.
Wow. And so how long collectively you guys have been singing for 10 years, right? Okay, so have you had fun?
Yes, fantastic.
Okay, and I see, now the outfits that you're wearing, is this your traditional outfit?
Well, we try to keep it as a copy as much as we can as a traditional one. I'm sure there's a lot of different ones, but this is the one we've chosen and suits the purpose.
Now, which country, are all of you from the same country?
We're from Italy.
A bit of Italy. Okay. Now, I think we have a director here, and what number would you ring if, let's say, some other people wanted to get involved and they were of Italian descent?
You can ring my number, Josie, on 93376185, providing that they can keep a tune and providing they can, we'd like to think that they can understand Italian or even have got that passion to learn it, they're welcome. So we'd like to think that anybody who wants to come, that would be great.
Now, is there anything that you ladies would want to say, or anything anybody you'd like to say hello to? Remember, you got to keep it clean, ladies, because it's television. So is there anything you'd like to say? I see Anna sitting back there. I know she wants to say something to somebody. The Anna twins.
She should tell hello to her husband, that's all, really.
Oh, haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, or no? And you'd like to say?
I just like to say hi to all my kids. Hi, kids.
Okay, and how many kids do you have?
5. Cinque.
Okay, kids, hello. I guess I'm getting, could you repeat the number? I've been told by our screenwriter, he put repeat the number on there, so we're going to repeat it. So
93376185.
Okay, now that's 93376185. We want to thank you ladies very much, and we hope you had a great day, and you ladies have lovely singing voices, and that's all good. Thank you. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. To be or not to be? Well, we're going to be at Sterling, and we're here with some of these Sterling players who play at the Sterling Theatre. And your name is?
Fran Gordon.
And Jack Gorst. Nice hat. And?
Nancy Courthope.
How you doing, Nancy? Now, could you tell us a little bit about the theatre?
Oh yes, we're a community group and we perform here at the Sterling Theatre, which is part of the large complex here. We put on 5 shows a year, 5 seasons we go through. Our next one coming up is Showboat.
You get that? Showboat. And some people get on me for showboating around, but I don't really do that much. Woo! Just keep rolling along. Anyway.
Yeah, so, you want the phone number?
Yes, we do.
Horton bookings number 9440
1040.
Did you get that? Can we get that one more time in telethon fashion?
94401040.
Thank you very much, and we wish you, ladies and gentlemen, every success. And I gotta touch that hat. That's excellent. Isn't that hat excellent? Don't you like that hat?
Nearly always plays the part of a Bobby in a play.
Oh, does he?
Very good compliment.
Now, when do you do some acting as well, Nancy?
Oh, I'm front of house coordinator.
Oh, okay.
One that didn't put the people in their seats, give them a cup of coffee and a glass of sherry before the show starts.
Well, good on you, and we definitely need more people like that. Now, and how long have you been involved in acting?
All my life.
Okay, so that's what, 20 years? Okay.
I just retired.
Okay, right on. Yeah, he just goes to show you can retire at 30. So, and how long have you been involved in acting?
I've been involved, well actually I was going to say about Sterling Players, we've been now 30 years. This year we're celebrating our 30th birthday, but I've only been involved for 12, 13 years with this particular club. But yes, we're going to have our 30th birthday this year, so we're very proud of our achievements here at Sterling. Yeah.
That's right. I think anything over 1 year is good these days, including marriages. Now, we just
out of town.
That's right. No, yeah, most people try to get me out anyway. But anyway, we want to thank everybody, and we hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot.
Right, yeah.
Hello, I'm here with Jane, and we're just looking over some of the lovely artifacts that you have. How you doing, Jane?
I'm very good, thank you very much.
Could you tell us a little bit about your arrangement here?
We've got a few things here that we've brought up today just to show people what we are able to do, and we're local. My friend comes from up at, where did you come from? Heathridge. No, it wasn't. Greenwood, and I'm just Trigg here, so we're just a local here, and we've been doing pottery for quite a long time, and we always have different things to show people, and these seem to be quite popular at the moment. It's just a bit of carving and a bit of colour, and we have small things, and of course we get the bigger ones as well. That's one of the bigger ones with a lot of colour on it, and my friend's doing a lot of ones with different types of firing.
It almost has that genie in the bottle effect, you know?
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Those are very special. They're done in a very special kiln, so they're good to show people. And I don't know, we've got all sorts around the place.
Now, if someone wanted to get involved with this pottery, or if they wanted to buy it or have a look at it, what's the phone number they can contact?
Well, I have a phone number here at 94479944, and that means that if they contact me, they can contact my friend, and also I belong to the Studio Potters, and we've got a studio down in Cottesloe, and we are open every Saturday for all day on Saturday, and sometimes we're able to open up on a Sunday as well. So it's an excellent place to see like this, and we've got some top-class potters from the state who work there, and it's a lovely place to go and have a look sometime.
Well, thank you very much, Jane, and you were excellent. I think it's time for Jane to get her own show, because she's ready. She did very well. Thanks a lot.
Okay, right. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day seeing all the things. This is a beautiful spot. Sterling does wonderfully well here, don't they?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We want to thank everybody down there at the Multiculturalism Day. It was tremendous, and we all had a lot of fun. And if anybody has anything else similar to that, or anything at all, this show is for everyone. So if you want to let us know, we'll come down and film you guys and immortalize you a bit.
That's right. Don't forget, this is your sports and leisure show, and we're here for you. And at the end, as we always say, make sure you get your pen and paper ready, because we're going to be showing you the credits, and on there it'll have our contact post office, our email, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you write it down and get in touch with us for your sports or leisure right here, Channel 31, best damn channel in Perth.
The best.
8:30 Monday nights, and every week, 8:30 Monday nights. The name of the show is
Balls and All.
See you next week.